Hey friends, today is day 25 post-op for my upper and lower blepharoplasty and mini face and neck lift. So yesterday I missed, that was day 24. There wasn't a lot of changes. I got busy on another project that I'm doing for my YouTube channel, but I just wanted to show you, I just got out of the shower, so I don't have any makeup or anything on my face. I am going to actually put some makeup on. I don't know if anybody's interested in that, but I'm just going to show you my process. I don't wear a lot of makeup unless I go out, and I don't go to a lot of different places. I go to church, grocery store, anyways, but I just wanted to show you what was left. There's still a little bit of yellowing here. This one seems to be taking the longest. This one was my bad side. I don't know how well that's coming across, but it's just about gone. There is a little bit of darkening still through here. This yellowing is actually from the Botox that he put in there. And he said that it probably would bruise, and I fully expected it to because that's me. I bruise really easily. But overall, everything is really looking good. Even the couple small little blemishes that I had when I had surgery. I don't know if it's the arnica cream, arnica gel. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Arnicare. I don't know if it's that because it's also for discoloration, but as well as bruising. So I don't know if it's that that's kind of helped that or what, but anyways, I'm with a fresh face and I'm going to put on a little bit of makeup. I've never really been one to do a lot of makeup, although I do love makeup. So I don't know if this is going to run over my 10 minutes or not, but if it does, I'll do a part 2. But this is that, it's called Color Science. This is that foundation that I bought at my dermatologist, and it's white, and it's like Parabel or Parabel, I don't know how you say that. I've seen advertisements for it on Facebook and different things, but it's like that, but it basically adjusts to the tone of your skin, and I got it for medium skin tones. So I'm going to start with that, and I am not a professional, so I use my fingers like I always have. Like I said, I'm an 80s girl. We didn't have makeup sponges and all the different brushes and things like that back then, and if we did, I didn't know about them. But even, get my hair out of the way, even with that, you can see that this side is almost completely covered just by the foundation, and I haven't even put concealer on it. And you can kind of see how it covers, but yet it's adjusting, kind of gives me a little bit of a color, and even as I'm wiping it, you can see how the color is changing. But the reason, I'm not a huge foundation person, but the reason that I bought this is because it's SPF 50, and I haven't read up on all of it as to why you're supposed to use it more so after a procedure like this. So I'm not exactly sure. I'll have to do some more research on that. Not that we shouldn't all be wearing it anyways, but that's just a given. But I've never been a person to wear sunscreen or a lot of heavy things on my face because I've always had oily skin and I've hated the feel of it. It always felt heavy and cakey whenever I wore it. And then if you add on top of that, I always had acne and breakouts. It only makes those kind of things look worse, in my opinion. I've never been a person to spend a ton of money on makeup. Never really could, never was able to afford that kind of stuff. And actually, I don't know if I necessarily would have if I could have afforded it, but You know, I was always just a CoverGirl or Maybelline kind of person, but yeah, so heavy foundations and concealers and stuff like that just for me made my skin look worse. So I would conceal what I had to and then try to blend out my complexion with a little bit of concealer. And then as I got older and all the fine lines and wrinkles set in, I never could find anything that was good, that wouldn't cake or accentuate all the lines. So I eventually just, and then I always had not only the blemishes in my younger years, but you know, we all tanned, and so I had the tanning thing phase for a while, but I also would get, it seems like my face went in phases. In high school, it was my forehead, and then as I got older, the acne moved down, and they say that that's hormonal, and it probably is, but in addition to the blemishes, then I would have the hyperpigmentation. That's what I was trying to say. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get my thought out. So, so not only was I dealing with the blemishes and the huge pores and the bad skin, I always also had to deal with the hyperpigmentation that it left. So then I would have all these big spots. I remember one year it was mostly like through here, and it was so hard to cover, and so that was one more problem area that I had. So I've never really been, long story short, I've never really been a fan of foundation outside of feeling like I had to wear it to cover up everything. So I think this will kind of mattify. It looks a little shiny on camera to me right now. I've also had really large pores, like my nose through here. I think I mentioned that a couple days ago, that I've always had the T-zone thing going on. And I literally, when I was younger, I could wake up and like go like this and have, you know, grease on my hand because my face was so oily. And everybody would say, oh, you're so lucky because when you get older, you won't have wrinkles because your face is so oily. But I never thought that if it was so oily, that was a good thing, but it brought the blemishes. So it's like, do I want to have dry skin that's clear and take the risk of wrinkles one day, or do I want to have the oily skin but then have to deal with the blemishes and covering all that and the hyperpigmentation and all that? You know, I didn't really have a choice, but I almost would have rather had the dry skin. But anyways, I'm up to 8 minutes already, almost 8.5. So eyebrows, I've never really had thick eyebrows, and I have literally had mine tattooed 3 times. So I had it done the first time at a salon. The second 2 times, my daughter is a very artistic and talented person, and so she did them the second time, the second and third time. So I don't know if you can tell, but it does fade. So I'm thinking it was probably at least 4 years ago, that the last time that they were tattooed. So I don't really do that anymore. I just right before surgery I had dyed them, but that's fading now too. So I'm gonna go to a part 2.